At this point, I think that many of you are probably chomping at the bit to object to Thompson, and to essentially object to her in the way that we mentioned earlier in the presentation. So I think that this objection is something like this, that the vast majority of abortions are morally wrong because they are unjust killings. And they are unjust killings because when we're talking about cases of consensual sex, those are cases in which the mother or the couple, the two people involved, consented to sexual intercourse, knowing of the possibility that sex could result in pregnancy. So if a mother or a couple engages in sex voluntarily, consensually, knowing of that possibility, they are, in essence, giving consent to that possibility. So consensual sex essentially is giving consent to being pregnant and giving consent to the fetus being dependent on the mother for its life. Okay? So again, that would show that yes, the fetus is a person, and yes, the fetus has a right to life, and yes, the right to life involves not being killed unjustly, but the vast majority of abortions are unjust killings because the mother or the couple did give consent for that fetus to use the mother's body, and they gave that consent when they had consensual sex. If we're not talking about consensual sex, if we're talking about cases of pregnancy due to rape, then you may want to make an exception. But when you're making this objection, you're saying that consensual sex is fundamentally different. And by engaging in sexual intercourse consensually with the knowledge that that could result in pregnancy, which is knowledge most people have, you are giving consent to the pregnancy. Thus, to abort the fetus is to kill the fetus unjustly. You would be going against your word, essentially. You would be breaking the agreement that you formerly made implicitly by having consensual sex. So how does Thompson respond to this objection?